Hi guys, how's it going? This is the Kitchen Fairy with another recipe vlog for indorecipe.com, and as promised, today's recipe share it is rhubarb pie. Check out the full video and I'll see you soon again. Bye. So I freshly cut these rhubarb stalks. Now we're gonna slice them into 6 to 8 cups. Rinse them first and then slice them into 6 to 8 cups. Place half cup of sugar on the bottom of the pot and then top it with some of the rhubarb. This is 8.5 cups in the end. Give some sugar again. Top it with rhubarb again. Repeat step until all sugar used up. So in total 2.5 cup of sugar. And just stir them until all sugar coated with all rhubarb pieces coated with the sugar, and then we're gonna let it stand for 8 hours or overnight. I prefer overnight. If you work to make the jam in the morning, 8 hours sufficient, but this is late afternoon, so I'm gonna let it stand until the next day. Overnight it is. In doing so, there will be juice coming out of the rhubarbs, and that's what we want. That's why we are letting it to rest for 8 hours at least, if not overnight. Don't forget to cover it. After overnight, you will see a lot of juice. Now we're gonna boil this. I'm gonna use citric acid today for a half teaspoon. And you want to boil this until the rhubarb totally mushy on medium heat for 20 to 30 minutes at least. Once rhubarb softened, add in cornstarch solution and your pie filling is ready. Set aside to cool. While we wait for the filling to cool down, let's prepare the skin. This is 2 cups of all-purpose flour with 180 grams of butter and half to 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're just gonna knead this. Then we're gonna add ice cold water. But first we're gonna mix this butter and with the flour mixture until crumbly or coarse texture before we add our ice cold water. So add in about 6 tablespoons first, and as you fill the dough, you may need 1 to 2 more tablespoons. Now that the dough is done, chill it for 1 hour in the fridge. By the time you take out the dough later on, when you are ready to roll it into pie crust, your filling will be cooled to room temperature as well. Divide dough into 2 portions, one for bottom and one for top, and roll flat. Just lift the paper and put it on your pie plate and make it neat. And just pull it away, pull the paper away or peel. And then do the same with the other half of the dough, but for the top. I'm using one hand, so it's a bit hard to fill with one hand, but you get the idea. Now fill it with the filling. Just spoon it and fill it with the filling and top it with the other crust. Now you just want to cream the edges, or you can slice them, and then before baking we're gonna make incision in the center or poke holes everywhere for the steam to release. like so. Now we're gonna bake this on preheated 450 Fahrenheit for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna reduce the heat to 350 Fahrenheit and bake it for another 35 to 40 minutes. Sometimes, depending on your oven, it's 40 to 45 minutes. 15 minutes, 450. Take out pie from the oven and let it cool before you serve it. Okay. Oh, that's a nice dripping. You can serve it with whipped cream or as is.